To be a good real estate broker, you have to be conscientious, you have to be aggressive, you have to be willing to deal with confrontation, you have to be honest and ethical, and look out for the interests of your client.
Successful realtors must have basically no life. You cannot expect to have any time. I have people that are calling me right now, hey, can you show this property because my realtor's out of town.
It is true that running your own business as a realtor in Miami-Dade County, if you're any good at it, you really don't have a life.
Being a real estate agent is 24/7.
You're committed to the business, and the business doesn't respect, off hours.
A successful realtor has no balance in their life. It basically is crazy all the time. You run from phone call to phone call, whatever's happening at the time, putting out fires. There is no life. I did a deal at 1 a.m. in the morning. You have no life.
Our daughter Amber, it was our dream to have her, come back and get involved in our business, and she's been exposed to our business for a long time, and the chances of her coming back from San Francisco and working for us are zero at this point. She wants no part of the lifestyle that we live.
Our daughter has been around real estate her whole life. She is 24, and she hates real estate with a passion.
When you're investing in real estate as an investment, you can go in one of two directions. You can go for what I call the ugly duckling. And the ugly duckling is a property that may not look very attractive, but will in most cases provide a higher return on your investment, a higher cash flow, a higher cash-on-cash return from day one. Now, the opposite of that is what we call a trophy property. A trophy property, as in its definition, looks like something you'd be very proud to say, I own that property, it looks really good, but it probably doesn't provide as much cash flow or a high return on your investment as the ugly duckling. So you need to take that into consideration. There's a thing that's called pride of ownership. Pride of ownership is generally associated with the trophy properties. In other words, some people take great pleasure in driving by a property that looks beautiful but may not make as much money as the ugly duckling that will provide an above market return. Me, I tend to lean towards the ugly duckling because cash flow is very important to me.
Scott and I haven't inherited any money or anything from any of our families, and Scott and I have worked really, really hard for everything that we have. I would say Scott's definitely more frugal than me on certain things. He cuts his own hair, so he'll do the twist and snip when he used to have hair. He doesn't have hair anymore. His favorite place to shop is at Goodwill. So he always comes in and says, look what I bought. I got all these clothes, and he comes in with 12 things, and he paid $10 for all these clothes. So that's his favorite place to shop, is the Goodwill. I would say I'm frugal also, but I came from a blue-collar family, so we all worked very hard. My dad was a plumber, my mom was a secretary, and Scott and I have worked for everything that we have, and I think that's why understanding the dollar makes me more frugal also. Scott and I have always lived by the theory of delayed gratification. We've always saved our money, which has been great. We've loved it, but I would say most people don't live by the delayed gratification. We have done that, and it's been hard, but now what happens is when you do it so long, you don't know where to stop and to cut it off. So we've been living the delayed gratification, and now we're getting older, and we're like, when is a good time to stop doing the delayed gratification, which we don't know how to turn it off now. Definitely better to put it to work than spend it.
Real estate's like most other businesses. There's ups and downs, there's peaks and valleys, and one's ability to stay in the market, to stay in that investment, is critical to their ultimate success. If you have staying power and you can weather the down markets, you're going to ultimately succeed.